So my name is Haley Gibson, and I have two people in my audience, my mom and my dad. All right. So we're going to talk about buying organic today. Have you ever gone to an orchard on a beautiful autumn day to go apple picking with your family? Have you ever picked a perfect, large, juicy apple straight from the tree and taken a bite from it? There's nothing that makes you feel closer to nature than picking food from a tree. Now let me ask you something else. When you took a bite, did it taste like a normal apple? Did the skin feel kind of waxy? Maybe later when you got home you had a slight headache and you just thought it was from being out in the sun all day. Well, if you think it might be from the sun, you could be wrong. According to the Environmental Working Group, or EWG, apples are the most contaminated produce in the store when it comes to pesticides. According to a survey, the EWG found pesticides showing up on 98% of more than 700 apple samples tested. This group raises awareness and warns consumers to watch out for pesticides and buy organic produce. I am here to warn you, the consumers, of the big decision that you must face every week at the grocery store. When you don't buy organic produce, you face the problem of consuming dangerous chemicals that you find in pesticides. These pesticides lead to many different health concerns and also lower the nutritional value for our food. When you buy non-organic food, you're risking your long-term and your short-term health. Those headaches that you get from eating an unwashed apple at the orchard are common symptoms of pesticides. The Toxic Action Center explains on their website that pesticides are linked to many health hazards ranging from short-term impacts, such as headaches and nausea, to chronic impacts like cancer, reproductive harm, and endocrine disruption. The headaches and nausea are the often overlooked symptoms of consuming pesticides, but cancer, reproductive harm, and endocrine disruption are the repercussions that you won't see coming until it's too late. How many of you have heard of the chemical element arsenic? The common idea when you think of arsenic is poisoning. You think of somebody getting arsenic poisoning. However, arsenic is a natural element that you find in rocks and soil in the earth. And that sounds good, right? It's natural sounding, but arsenic is often used as a preservative and is typically found in most pesticides. Now, this isn't in large enough amounts to actually poison you from eating an unwashed apple, but it is still a harmful chemical that you're putting into your body that can, over time, lead to many health problems. Even the farmers who grow non-organic food are putting themselves at risk for health complications. According to studies by the National Cancer Institute, American farmers who, in most respects, are healthier than the population at large, had startling incidences of leukemia, Hodgkin's disease, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and many other forms of cancer. The contributing factors of this are the fumes of farming machines and equipment and pesticide exposure. When farmers use pesticides in crops and produce, it harms the beneficial insect species, soil microorganisms, and worms, which naturally limit pest populations. And those small insects and worms maintain the soil health. But when the soil health declines, it weakens the plant root immune systems, which also reduces the concentrations of essential plant nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus. This is definitely concerning because our plants are becoming very sick and unhealthy. So when we eat plants, like say a salad, we expect to be getting the most nutritional value out of our food. But with the poisoning of our food, the nutritional value of these leafy vegetables decline. But when you buy organic foods, these plants are getting the nutrition that they need in order to stay healthy. The farmers aren't putting all these nasty chemicals on the plants to keep the pests away. They use naturally derived products that aren't harmful to your body. Organic foods may not be the cheapest, but when it comes to your health and well-being, it is definitely worth it to spend a little more money.
That's really good.
Thank you.